Just board looks beautiful, serene, calm in the air. I'll survive, I've a rag, glow stick and a pear. Another freshie standing across by the trees. I wiggle, he waves, I'm dead by a BK-13. The black screen of death, it says you are dead. But I waved, said hello, still popped in the head. So again, I now go, spawned back at the coast. I moved to the town up, less players to boast. I need food, I need water, something to drink. I'm flashing red, oh shit, it's starting to blink. I fight wolves and infected, I'm on my last legs. Yes, a jam jar of pitsy, I blocked all the sense. I got through it, although it proper looked bleak. I never gave up, I'm not one of the weak. The rules are simple in the world of DayZ. No mic, no life, or the coast you will see. Your voice is your weapon, you can use it, you're wise. Give fear will halt you, that's not your main prize. A screamer, a captain, you see a car flips. Yo, it's a fucking zombie apocalypse. Died just maybe dozens of times, but I keep going, I find my inner Rick Grimes. As I have learned, run through the lines in the trees. Scoping out towns first, I know someone agrees. So now I made it, I have all the best loot. Built a sick base and set down some roots. But that ain't it, surely it can't be the end. No, I'll want to be free and find me a friend. The rules are simple in the world of DayZ. No mic, no life, or the coast you will see. Your voice is your weapon, you can use it, you're wise. Give fear will halt you, that's not your main prize. A screamer, a captain, you see a car flips. Yo, it's a fucking zombie apocalypse. You know I never trusted that guy at the coast. Oh, but what if I did? That troubles me most. The ups and downs, near death once or twice. I could have shared the experiences that would have been nice. You know I never trusted that guy at the coast. Oh, but what if I did? That troubles me most. The ups and downs, near death once or twice. I could have shared the experiences that would have been nice.
Broadcasting straight from the zombie apocalypse, you're tuned to Static Signals, a voice in the DayZ community, with your hosts, Rockon and Gunner the Runners. Survive the static, share the signal.
One day we will start one of these podcasts and not make some sort of balls up, but we're here.
Right.
There's always something. Normally my first words are, can you hear me now? And usually he can hear me already, but thank you for joining us. Thank you. We've got MistaHanMan, we've got SunnieLemonDrop.
Thank you for having us
today.
Hey.
Thank you for inviting us.
And also, we've not heard from you yet, Rakan. We've not heard your velvet goodness.
Right. So I was pushing buttons and I wasn't unmuting. I had my shortcut and all that business, so I didn't know what was going on. I was almost panicking. So, but I'm here now. Thanks for joining us, guys. Thanks for everybody that's in the chat that's coming to talk and to listen, not to talk, but to listen to us talk about DayZ with SunnieLemonDrop and MistaHanMan. Gunner, what you been up to?
Well, I've been playing probably far too much PNW, so I tore myself away a little bit. Been playing some more of Channel, which has been really cool. That's obviously hosted by Hard Home at the minute. It's a bit of a different flavour because it's got AI as well as obviously your regular players. Been doing some Chernarus. Some of Chernarus looks so pretty. It looks so good. I'm such a fan of some of Chernarus. It looks just like a really pretty map. I know the winter version people love already, but the summer version with the little flowers and everything looks brilliant. And oh god, we did Noddy's event last week, the Sasquatch hunt, and that was a lot of fun. Noddy was doing some some. It was an event on PNW. Basically, it's a hunt Noddy down, and me and Emma Salami. We hunted him down to the best of our ability and had a good time doing it. So yeah, it's been since we last spoken, Rakan. It's been a really fun couple of weeks. So how about you? What have you been playing?
Well, today before we got on for the podcast, I did a run on Essiker. I've never really played it. I never really played it. Only Halloween stuff. So this was a pretty new experience. Actually, it's a really pretty map. Played for about 2 hours with my homie, and we had a mission. We got there, and he died, and I avenged his death, Gunner. Avenged his death.
Yeah, you did.
So that was good. I did a play test for the Ormod Directive, the new survival game that a former DayZ dev is working on, and a lot of big improvements on that one. So that was pretty fun. That's the one that I won. I won the video prize award. 100 smackaroos in my pocket. Last play test. It's pretty awesome.
Dash.
All right. What else? Edict. So Cam Kent runs event. I ran the radio station. I played some of MistaHanMan's songs on there. I just put out a video, and one of his songs is in there as well.
Thank you, man.
Yeah, no problem, brother. I try to do a little mention in the tag you in the Facebook description, but not Facebook. What am I talking about? Facebook, the YouTube description, but it would not allow me. So I just basically put your YouTube URL in there, and we'll see.
Thanks,
yeah, no problem, brother. What else? And yeah, that event's over, and that was pretty fun. I think he had like 500 players total that came and played that event that month.
Wow.
A lot of meta in Discord, which we're kind of everybody's trying to keep out of the Discord. But a lot of people get mad about playing DayZ. Why was everybody getting mad all the time? But
it's real feelings. It's real feelings. That's why people get angry. You know,
I get it. But I mean, it's a video game, right? It's pixels. But what we try to keep out with the meta part of it was that when you get in there and you don't sit there and just talk shit about somebody in Discord because you died somewhere, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
or try to make them feel
people
bad.
get salty.
Yeah, that's where more of it was. And Cam was in game breaking legs because people were talking in Discord and stuff. As a punishment for what they were doing in games, like, hey, quit being Discord Danny's, shoot him in the leg. So yeah, he warned everybody from the beginning that this is going to be pure admin abuse. If you're not acting right, I'm gonna come out and punish you for it. So yeah, I've been busy, but that's about it, man.
Was it Lucky Essica you were on?
Yeah, Lucky Essica.
Yeah.
It was busy. It was a full map with a little bit of a queue, but it was a great time. Nice.
It is weird though when you look at these things happen. Like Essica's been out for a while, and yet all of a sudden it's just the flavor. People just run it. It's bizarre world of DayZ, isn't it? How maps just become active again. Crazy.
Yep. Gunnar, how lucky are we that we get to have two people on that deserve an interview just in their own right, but we get both of them together for one interview. I asked MistaHanMan to come on, and he's like, I have an idea. Let's bring Sunnie on too, because she's pretty damn amazing. And I was like, you know what? I agree with you. She is pretty damn amazing. Let's have her on as well. And here we are. Welcome in, guys. Welcome in.
Rakan is such a lovely guy. It was his idea. What a lovely guy. It was his idea. In fact, he had to persuade me. He had to persuade me. That's Sunnie, yeah.
Don't believe that for a second. All right.
It's okay. I'll link you both.
Thanks. I appreciate that. Guys, we've glazed over what we've been doing, but I mean, I guess maybe the biggest thing is what we haven't talked about DayZ 2, and we haven't talked about Badlands. Let's get MistaHanMan's and Sunnie's thoughts on some of these new happenings that's come out in the past couple weeks.
You want me to go first?
Well, I just don't have a whole lot of positiveness to say about it right now, just because I was disappointed in the last and the lack of new assets, and I like to build and fiddle and in the editor in DayZ, and not having the stuff to fiddle and play with is really aggravating when you're having the same stuff over and over and over and over and over.
Well, I think on the
So
Badlands thing, there's going to be loads of new assets. That's what they're saying. That's what they're
So
saying.
the devs,
that's what they're
the,
saying. Yeah.
the devs use use that magic word or magic number that they've been using lately, 400. I don't know why they're stuck on 400, but 400 new assets for Badlands. So that's what they
We'll
said.
see that they ain't reskin. Something that's reskinned is not new asset. SMD.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I mean, yeah, I get it. But
Yeah, but see, to look at it from a console perspective, I mean, we've all played Takistan. I know you're not meant to say Takistan when they're talking about Badlands, but we've all played that. But the console players haven't. The console players haven't seen the desert maps and those, the Takistan type desert buildings and stuff. I wonder if they're counting that in the figure. The Takistan buildings and stuff. I wonder if they're counting that in the new asset figures.
What I think that they're counting is that when Wobo put out the video of the 3 different versions of each of the buildings, right? You have the fully built, you have the one middle decay, and then you have one completely decayed, and that's part of the new building mechanic. I wonder if each one of those buildings that go through that phase is actually a new asset, is what they're considering.
I wonder.
It's a good question, huh? Yeah.
I'm excited about it. Anything that moves DayZ forwards and keeps it, that freshens it up, I think it can only be a good thing.
I don't have negative. I don't have negative to say. I just don't have anything that positive to say yet. I'm reserving my.
I think a lot of people's. I think a lot of goodwill that people sort of inherently had maybe got eroded a wee bit with the Frostline thing. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, we've all kind of been put off by Frostline a little bit, and also by 1.29 taking 10 months to actually get released, which is not released yet, is it? Because it's still broken. A couple weeks maybe when the experimental.
That even the sort of Road to Badlands experimental, it's still 1.29 something.
Yeah.
Should we take some steps back? So, MistaHanMan, Sunnie, what was your first game that you ever played? Can you remember? And what is your background in gaming up until the DayZ world that we're in now?
The first computer game I played would have been a Pong game. But see, back then it wasn't even called that, because obviously they couldn't call it Pong for like copyrights and stuff. So it was called a TV game. This is when I'm like 5 years old. I remember we went to visit. I went to visit. Me and my family. We went visit in Scotland. You used to go visiting. Like on a Sunday evening, you would go visiting to somebody's house. And I remember going to this house and seeing this, and just the fact that you could control something on the telly, it was just mind blowing. So that's And then I had an Atari when I was a kid.
Oh yeah.
And then I had my Commodore. Yeah, I had my Atari, and I had a Commodore 64.
You too can have an Atari nowadays.
Yep.
They
Atari.
still sell them.
That was the ultimate. The ultimate.
I don't remember what the first game I played. Go ahead.
Well, what is your oldest memory of playing a game?
I remember playing a ton of Galaga. Or is it Galaga?
In the arcade?
Yeah. Because I used to go skating a lot, and I remember playing so much stupid Galaga. It was ridiculous.
That's true. It might have actually been an arcade game. It might have been an arcade, like original Space Invaders and Asteroids and stuff.
So you're a roller skater girl.
Yes, I was. I love to get on my speed. Not only that, speed skating, but I was a dance skater. My older sister she was one of the referees at the rink along with my cousins, and
Like Whip It. Was it like that film Whip It?
Sort of. Yeah.
That's a great movie. That Whip It.
The Atari, was it the Atari with the joystick and the one button that gave you all sorts of issues with your hands, your wrist, and your forearm because it was
completely.
Yeah.
Activision Decathlon. Decathlon. Yep. All right.
I had Pele Soccer, which rough.
I remember.
That was rough.
Yeah.
And Cuba and all of that. Yeah.
So you had an Atari as well. Amazing. River Raid. That was the game. Yeah, those were great days.
Q-Bird.
Hubert was class.
Cute. He was
Reminiscing over Atari games. What have we become?
I know.
I guess
But
my first PC
but you
game.
say that, but that's where the seed that
Mm-hmm.
there's a certain I'll never forget that original feeling of excitement, and
Mm-hmm.
that, oh, this is amazing, and it's still there. That feeling's still there.
It is still there.
What was the game that you played before that brought you to DayZ? Was there something that was the catalyst, or how did
Yeah.
you get into? What was the game that brought you here?
The Forest. Have you played The Forest?
Never have.
The
on
Forest,
sale.
right? Yeah, in the lockdown, I had my PlayStation. I would get stuff on the PlayStation Store, but I'd get a game and I would play it for a few days. Nothing really grabbed me, And then I got this game, The Forest, which is, you can see that there's some similarities with DayZ. But it's a single player game. You start off and there's been a plane crash in the jungle. It was a bit like Lost, that kind of thing, And then
Scary.
I'll get totally into that game. And then at the end of that, when I'd finished that, you know how like the PlayStation Store and Steam and places like that, they then, because you like that, you'd maybe like this. And that was when DayZ was recommended, and I thought, oh, this looks pretty good. So then I got that, didn't play it for very long because it was, didn't know what I was doing, You know what it's like when you first
You
play
never know.
DayZ and you think this game is absolutely possible. So then I didn't play it for long and left it for a while, and then Livonia came on sale, and I got that. I thought I'll give it another try, and then that's when I get totally hooked. That's when I get totally hooked on it.
Me and you are on the same path, Mr. Hanman. I did the exact same thing. Except for it wasn't The Forest. I was just on a zombie kick. I like watching zombie movies and stuff. And so on my Xbox, I came across Hey DayZ, and I was like, okay, cool. Let me go play that.
Right.
I played it for a little while. I was totally lost. I was scared out of my mind. I'm like, why is it so dark? Why am I dying every 5 minutes?
Yeah.
And then so I was like, I'm gonna put it down for a little bit, right? After about maybe 20 hours or something. And then Livonia came on sale. I bought Livonia, and then I was in.
Hooked.
Yeah.
Indian.
My first like 5 hours in Livonia, this little kid, a squeaker, came up to me and offered me some food because I was dying, and I was like, yeah, I'll get some food. Well, I mean, I didn't have a mic then, right? Because I didn't know that's what you're supposed to do.
Yeah.
And so I was like nodding my head, and he's like, come on, follow me. And he's like, oh, are you hungry? And he dropped a piece of meat on the ground. I picked it up, and he shot me in the head.
Well, brilliant! What the perfect introduction? Introduction.
Yeah. It was I was like, what the? I was like, this little kid killed me, and then later on, I met his dad in game, on the same server. He tried to kill me too.
Yeah.
Of course, like father, like son.
Yeah. All right. Let's see. Maybe this is for both of you. I pointed this mostly at Mr. Hanman. Mr. Hanman, I was actually this morning. I was in the shower and I was thinking about you. Right?
Oh,
lovely.
Yeah.
Me too.
Weren't we all?
Lovely.
Well, I was listening to I was listening to the friendly episode that you were on. Right? I've listened to it before a couple times.
They're great guys. Great guys.
Yeah. David and you're fantastic, right?
They speak highly of you as well. They speak very highly of you too.
Yeah. I don't trust that Andy fellow. Okay, because he's sneaky. But Dave was telling me today. He was like, "Hey, have you listened?" I was like, "Of course I've listened to it." And he's like, "Mr. Hanman is amazing. You're gonna have such a great time." He doesn't know Sunnie personally, but he's had a good conversation with you. But he so I was listening to it while I was in the shower, and I was thinking to myself, I was like, because you guys talked music a little bit. So this is my next question: Beatles or the Stones?
Oh,
Which
Lord.
ones?
What's that?
Beatles or the Stones? Which is better?
The Stones. The Stones.
Huh, that's interesting.
Instantly.
All right, next one. And this is where me and Andy, I don't trust him because he says he doesn't like Radiohead. So Coldplay or Radiohead?
Or Radiohead. Easy.
Of course. So I threatened Andy. I was like, I'm about to unsub, dude. If you don't listen to this Radiohead album, I'm gone. I'm not going to be your mod. I'm not going to do anything. You better like Radiohead. And then he came back after review and said that Radiohead is like, he's like, the lyrics are like somebody is tripping on mushrooms and they make up the words on the spot. I was like, come on, Andy. He didn't even know who Tom York was. I mean, come on. Anyways, that's my Radiohead rant. I'm done with that.
I saw Radiohead supporting a band called the Frank and Walters at King Tut's Wawa Hut in Glasgow.
Whoa.
When
That was
nobody
a long
knew
time
who
ago,
they
yeah?
were. Creep. Creep was
Yeah.
their kind of breakthrough song. It was a hit the second time they released it. The first time they released it, when it didn't do anything, they were supporting the Frank and Waters on that tour, and that was what they were promoting. So nobody knew who they were. But typical sort of Glasgow humour. Tom York had the big blonde peroxide hair at the time.
Yeah.
You might not know who this is, Rackan, but you'll know Gunnar. You remember June Whitfield?
Yeah.
Yeah. June
Yeah.
Whitfield was June Whitfield was this like sort of 70s, 80s like UK sitcom actress, right? Sort of middle-aged woman, big blonde hair. And the crowd, small as it was at King Tut's, everyone was shouting, 2 June Whitfields, there's only 3 June Whitfields, 4 June Whitfields at Tom York.
Wow.
He was grumpy then.
I'm sure he was. Yeah. Uh-huh.
But the amazing band. I do Fake Plastic Trees when I'm busking.
Oh, nice. Somebody in our chat, his name goes by Skeezertron. He does a DayZ song, basically with a cover of Creep, but he changes the words to Human Meat. And
it's so good. It's so good.
It's pretty fantastic. But Radiohead went after him for a copyright strike on that. He did win though, because he changed it enough.
Oh, good.
Interesting.
Yeah. And was it you that said that the Hollies that was actually original, like the Hollies basically sued Radiohead for Creep?
Yeah, I believe that's right.
Yeah.
That's true. I think they won. They won.
Yeah, they did. Anyways, I digress. Gunnar, sorry, I took over music 15 minutes.
No, well, I was going to follow up with is there anyone that you don't think about in the shower so we can narrow the list down? Because we know it's quite an extensive list, but
it changes day by day.
As it should. Right, do you want to ask the next question then before this goes in the direction of my chat usually?
Oh, can I interrupt and circle back, because I came to DayZ in a different way than y'all did.
Oh, okay.
And I was actually pretty obsessed at the time with Tom Clancy's The Division, specifically survival mode of that game. It was a special DLC, the first year DLC or something that they had. But I'd met a girl running in that mode one night, and we played together 3 or 4 hours, and neither one of us friended each other, but we just happened to run into each other again the next night in the game, which is crazy. And we ended up being friends, and she introduced me to DayZ, but I hated it. I mean, the first 5 minutes, I was like, I'm done. I don't want to do this anymore. But then I met another friend in the same game, and he was playing DayZ, and it was Xbox.
Is that Bad Meat?
Yes, Bad Meat 45.
Right.
Woo woo. He was so paranoid that nobody was allowed in the Xbox party unless they were playing DayZ with him. So in order for me to hang out with him, I had to play DayZ. So for the first 6 months, I didn't know how to make a fire. I didn't know how to do anything. I would tend their garden and sit around and talk with them. That's all I did. And then all of a sudden one day I just decided I'm going to just try, just go on my own and try. And I ended up falling in love with it. And by the end of that first year, I had started my own server and was learning how to mod and was teaching other women how to play the game. And I fell in love with it. And I don't know why, because I hated it so bad in the beginning.
That's awesome. That is actually awesome, Sunnie, that you
I've met so many good people too.
Yeah, you're empowering some women there, getting into DayZ.
Some great women I have met. Some great women.
It's fantastic. Love to hear it.
Sunnie does a lot of runs where it's just her and girls. She has girls nights all the time.
Yeah, we had a big one this past week, Friday night, and it was crazy because it was an AI server, and on some of those servers, the more people you got, the more you get. Jesus. Yeah. But they were kicking ass. Let me tell you, them women was kicking ass.
Do you both remember your first VoIP interaction on DayZ?
I do.
Is it positive, negative? Yeah.
Well, I can remember the first one that comes to mind. It was on the PlayStation, and You know the bridge at what's it called? Let me get my map. Town that's sort of west of Brenner. Gleniska. You know the bridge in Gleniska that you go over the bridge and it would be like the railway station and the prison's behind? I got attacked by about 3 players on that bridge and I got knocked out, woke up and I was tied up. And and they were being quite mean. They were being quite mean to me. And I thought, oh right, this is a bit different.
Welcome.
But the thing is, on the PlayStation, it was really. But I mean, we're quite spoiled on the PC because Discord and that's so easy to use. I don't know what the situation is now. I mean, this would have been. You're talking about 6 years ago now, but on the PlayStation, you couldn't talk. You couldn't have like a party chat and have maybe you could, but I didn't know how to do it. It was either you were talking in game or you were talking on the party chat. And I used to play it with my little brother. He would be up in Glasgow and I'd be down here. But it was. I remember it being quite clunky. As far as I remember, it was you press right on the D-pad, on the controller to speak. But yeah, I mean, I'd never experienced anything like that. You know, I mean, the only sort of multiplayer games I had played was back in sort of like Quake 2 and all that kind of thing. You know, so like it was a whole new thing to me. You know, the proper multiplayer thing like that.
How about you, Sunnie? When did you start experiencing like multiplayer games? Was it DayZ or was it before?
A multiplayer? No, probably the Tom Clancy's Division was my first one that I didn't really start gaming until about 2009. And my sister, who lives almost 2 hours from me, we missed each other a lot, and she wanted to play that game. She told me that it was about to come out, and she talked me into buying it. And I'm like, I don't want to play this stupid boy game. And that's exactly what I said. But I ended up, me and her loved it. We played it so much. It was stupid, ridiculous, and I got to spend so much time with her. And it was such a good memory. I will always love that game for the amount of time I got to spend with her during that time. And she will not play DayZ. She hates it. She's still on Xbox too, so.
Do you still play the Division?
She won't play it anymore because she's spoiled with COD. She don't like the movements. She says the movements are stupid.
Right, got you.
So Gunnar actually plays console today. Every Friday he streams console and he rotates it between Xbox and PlayStation.
Cool, very cool.
So kind of just I don't know why he does it because he likes punishment. I'm not really sure, but Xbox DayZ is pretty rough.
Well, I got a question for you, Gunnar. Are there a lot of people on Xbox playing Sakal? I'm just curious how Sakal went over with Xbox. I haven't really ever asked anybody and I've thought about it.
Well, it's a great question.
It kind of fell flat for us.
However, my issue is I came from console. I came from PlayStation, to be fair. And so that is my fallback. It was only because Rakan came up with this amazing idea of doing a podcast. And I thought, I'm going to start playing Xbox DayZ because whilst I'm not there to speak for the console community, I want to play I want to play console how it is and how it is, and see how they play the game. So I've only I'd never played on the Xbox. It was just literally a fancy paperweight in my house that was used as a set-top box. So I alternate every month between. So every Friday, for like 4 weeks, I'll play at PlayStation. Then 4 weeks at Xbox. I'd never really picked up an Xbox controller other than to play a little bit of Madden here and there. So it fucks with my brain every 4 weeks when I change controller. There's still decent player base. There's still a really strong player base. It's just, obviously, don't get me wrong. There's lots of things that console doesn't have that PC does. Obviously, we're very aware of what they are. But I don't ever finish on a Friday and think I'm not going to do this again because I don't enjoy it, because it is still a hell of a game in a different way. I think you've got to expect and appreciate that. I wasn't a massive fan of Sakal anyway, so I've not even bought it for Xbox.
Boo.
That says a lot right there.
And when I had it on PlayStation, I've still not really played it a lot, to be honest.
So Sakala is beautiful. It's probably the most beautiful map that DayZ has to offer for official maps.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, it's so lived in. I mean,
Agree.
just what they did with it, did with everything in all the cities and the towns and the streets. It's amazing. No sunset like Sakal sunset. There is some pop on Sakal for Xbox. I mean, I get on it regularly. It just doesn't run well. That's why I don't like it. That's why there's problems with it, because there's lag, and then there's the rendering issues, and VoIP is fucked up for me. So I can't sit there and talk to anybody if I see anybody. I just can't. It just won't allow me to do it for some reason.
Oh, that's aggravating.
Yeah, it's a pain in the ass. So you're stuck only with party chat.
There is so many issues with console and being with friends. Like you said, on PlayStation, you have to quickly come out of, as far as I'm aware, because that's how it's been for a long time for me. You have to come out of your game, essentially, to then go back into game VoIP. By then, you could have had your head blown off. And so, yeah, an Xbox, I am having all sorts of issues having people able to hear me in game whilst having all the bells and whistles of having it through a capture card with the overlays and the sound alerts and stuff like that. If I was doing it straight from the Xbox, it wouldn't be a problem. Yeah. But because I'm trying to find little loopholes in to make it easier for me and for others to hopefully be able to do all the things that we do as a PC and take it for granted, it's just layer upon layer upon layer of hoops that I've got to jump through, and it's I will at some point crack it, and I will share the secret. And if someone already knows it, hey, please share it, because I've got connectors.
I got a question.
Yeah, go on.
Are you using the physical Xbox or the Xbox app?
No, the Xbox
physical
box.
Because I wonder if it would be any different if you used the app on the PC.
Well,
so
or either stream the Xbox to the PC. I've done that before and streamed.
So I use the app on the PC, and it did show up in my Streamlabs, but my VoIP didn't work there either for some reason. So I would still need some sort of capture card situation, some workaround to make it happen. So I don't know.
The console has there's one thing that's better about console DayZ than PC DayZ. Being able to lie back in the couch. Lying back in the couch with your earbuds in, just being totally lazy. I do miss that. Obviously, when you're on the PC, you're sitting at the desk. I used to love that. Just lying back in the couch, earbuds in. Oh, aye. That was when I first get into DayZ. You know, like talking about Livonia and stuff. I used to go on low pop servers when I was on the PlayStation, because I was just so in awe of the wonderful environment, and I used to love nothing more than just exploring. You know, Polana in Livonia. You know, there's a little homestead near Polana called Timbark. You know Timbark? It's got like a sort of archway house, and there's like a double garage, and there's a greenhouse. That I used to always go and make my base in the double garage down there, and then I would go over to where Dambog is. It used to just be the Livonia Tower. You know, it's got the bunker and that there now. Used to go around, like going into Polana and just do my looting and stuff. It was brilliant, just amazing. But yeah, obviously on the PC you're sitting at the desk, and it's a bit more serious, you know. But yeah, that's I used to love that.
It's a serious business, DayZ, on PC.
It's a serious business.
Well, segue. Yeah. That's a segue moment. Describe your gaming setup in 3 words, Sunnie.
Oh geez. Oh my gosh. No, I can't. Shit.
I could do many things. Antique dining table. Antique dining table.
Antique dining table. Nice.
It's an antique dining table. It's my landlord's.
Gamer girl room. Think of a gamer girl room. That's mine.
Okay, bring that down.
I've got 3D printed critters all around me that my sons have given me, and all kinds of pink stuff because I love pink and yellow, and you know, so yeah, gamer girl stuff.
Okay,
and your real Brian Bear. Your real Brian Bear.
And my real one. Yes.
Oh, you got the real Brian Bear.
Yes, it didn't take him but the 500 years to get here.
Do you know?
He went around the world.
It took from
October.
It took from last October
Yeah, I
He's
just
only
got it
arrived.
like a week ago, 2 weeks ago, 2 weeks ago.
They must have somebody in Czechia, right? That's where it's at, right? That's actually like sewing these by hand for you guys.
They must have.
Marks.
I mean,
They've got Marks.
Marks is doing
Marks is in the stationery cupboard, stitching up all the brinds.
well, he's
Alright.
left a few stitches showing.
If you guys are running unofficial, what is your ultimate loadout? What are your go-to guns? What just makes you happy if you're playing unofficial?
SKS,
Same.
MK2.
And I
MK2
want a
for the zombies.
pistol. I prefer an M-lock. I just like the M-lock.
Laddie that. Tundra.
Easy to find,
hunting
easy to get
scope.
ammo, 15 shots.
Do you know, I used to, when Sunnie and I first started to hang out, Sunnie was the nicest person that you could ever meet. And she would love nothing more than, I mean, if you ever found a sledgehammer, you'd be like, oh, sledgehammer. And you give it to Sunnie. Sister Sledgehammer, right? That's what I always used to call her. And she would love nothing more than having a sledgehammer and a cowboy hat. And then there was one day when it all flipped. It all flipped.
Wow.
Right? You know and I'll never forget, I think it was Sunnie, Wheelbase, No Fingers Ferris and myself. And we were in, the industrial to the west of Zelenogorsk. You know, when you're heading out from the military, you're heading out west. No, heading out north. You know, you go out north and there's like a little industrial farm sort of bit. And Sunnie just turned into an absolute super chad. I think she killed 3 players. Like that,
Shit.
remember that?
I
And
had
see
to
now,
protect my boys.
yeah, and then we would say, oh, sledgehammer, and she'd be like, I don't want that. I don't want that. She
I don't
turned
carry
into
it no more.
the pink chad. That's when she turned into the pink chad.
Sunny's fierce.
I don't know why I started telling you
Sunny.
that.
I won't carry it. It hurts my stamina. I'm not carrying it. I carry a stone knife over the sledgehammer now.
Such a chad. Such a chad these days.
Did you guys meet in game?
Sunnie came into my chat one day. The first thing she says to me was, oh, you're not a dickhead. First time chat. Nice to see you.
I had been listening a little while to know that he wasn't a dick.
We became firm friends very quick. Very quick.
Very quick.
That's important. That's important. Not to be a dick. You hear that, everybody? Don't be a dick.
That's it. That's rule number 1 in the SunnieLemonDrop rule book. Don't be a dick.
All right, let's get to know you guys a little bit better.
And don't call me dude.
Oh, that's the ultimate. You don't do that.
Yeah. If I'm inviting you guys over for a cookout and I said BYOB, what are you bringing?
Homebrew.
How is your homebrew?
Potato salad and moonshine.
It's a bit minging, but it's cheap as chips. 40 pence a pint.
Actually, Dave asked me today. He's wondering how your homebrew turned out because he's wondering. I guess he doesn't trust your homebrew or your theory on it.
He makes his own wine and stuff.
Yeah,
he makes his own wine.
In the
we were
back.
talking about it. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
But the homebrew is it's the stuff I've got just now. It's called Simply Lager. I mean that's it. I mean that's as bare bones as you'll get, but it's all right. I mean it tastes okay.
You said it was heavy.
Yeah, it is. It's very heavy. You know, it is heavy.
Sunnie.
You know, like you can feel like there's a heaviness to it, but it's tasty. It's tasty and it tastes fine. It makes you feel a bit funny.
And it's super cheap, right?
40 pence a pint.
You
Hell
said
yeah.
you said moonshine. What type of moonshine are you talking?
Potato salad. Whatever my uncles have made, because I don't make it. I just go pick it up. I just call and say, "Hey, I need some," and go pick it up.
Did you get that apple pie moonshine? It's delicious. I'm not
They've
talking about
done
what they
that.
sell at the liquor store. I'm just talking about ones you get from somebody.
No,
that
they've
made
done
it.
that. My cousin's really
I'm going to
into
grab a
Jolly
bottle of the
Rancher.
homebrew. I'll be back in 2 seconds.
Okay.
All right. Yeah.
My cousin's really into Jolly Rancher moonshine right now. She's been making all kinds of
Okay.
different Jolly Rancher ones. But them Jolly
haven't tried
Ranchers
that
sit in
one.
there for days and days and days.
Have
You have
tried
to watch
moonshine
eating
before?
the fruit if you get any fruit in there. Don't be eating the fruit out of there and think you're going somewhere.
Because you're gonna go somewhere.
You're
Yeah.
gonna go somewhere.
friend of mine brought some moonshine to pre-drinks, and yeah, it's potent stuff. Yeah, good to go.
I'm not a fan, actually. I've been around it my whole life and have access to it whenever I want to, but I'm not a fan. But my uncle who makes it taught me the trick because it's way too strong for me. I'm not that much of a drinker anyway, anymore. But he said the best way to drink it was a diet Mountain Dew and then put you a shot in there. And I'd be darned if that hasn't been the only way that I can drink it.
Yeah, that's
Some
what
Diet
happens in
Mountain
the
Dew.
Deep South. That's how people live in the Deep South.
Mhm.
You know. In the Royal Borough of Lewisham, we live on homebrew.
Homebrew. Well, they do homebrew too. All my family has made homemade wine and not so much homemade beer, but it's been mostly homemade wine and moonshine.
You know, the reason that I'd get into the homebrew is because one time on YouTube will just, if you finish watching a YouTube video, then another one will automatically start to play. And for some reason, this video started playing, and it was this guy, right? This guy, and he says, "You'll never believe this. I've discovered this amazing thing," right? And he had just got a bottle of like, I don't know if it was like orange squash or Fanta or something like that. But he discovered that if you put yeast in it and left it in the cupboard for a couple of weeks, someone had told him it would make it this alcoholic drink, right? So
Oh
like he
my
says, so this is how I'm doing it, right? And then he says, and then the next bit of the video will be when we're testing it. And he was wearing his McDonald's uniform, right? He'd obviously just come back from his shift working at McDonald's, and he opened it up, right? And he took a shot of it, and he was like, "Whoa, whoa!" It just about blew the guy's head off. And I'm thinking, he's off. He's not that guy. So I didn't think about making that. But then another video was recommended, and it was someone making a homebrew kit of like homemade Guinness, and I thought that looks pretty good. That. So yeah,
And it's cheap.
cheap as
It's
chips.
cheap.
40 pence a pint.
40 bits fight.
40 pence a
That's cheap.
pint.
Hell yeah. How much
40
is a
pence.
single beer if y'all walked into a pub and just ordered a beer? How much is it?
Where I live,
$3.
£7.50.
Oh,
7.
In London, yeah, £7.50 a pint.
Oh, I'm in the north. It's £3.
There you go.
It's fine.
There you go.
yeah, same about $3.50 for just a regular beer.
So that's probably about $10 for you, Sonny. But like, how much would it cost? How much would you pay for a beer in like in New York?
Oh shit,
probably
$10.
about
Yeah,
Yeah.
probably
Yeah.
10.
Yeah.
So, Han, we know that you're a busking musician. You go out there and you do gigs. Gunnar has a story about you busking in DayZ.
Yeah,
somebody-
do that. Do that from time to time. We'll get the guitar out.
He's been shot in the face doing that.
Been shot in the
Well-
face. What?
Yeah, I was.
Yeah.
I bumped into you. You were on Avalon. Do you know, like if you go down the little promenade bit, you go down the coast.
Yeah.
There's the big hotel that you can't actually go past the ground floor.
Yep.
And you
I
were
know
sat on
exactly
the
where you are.
wall playing your guitar, and it was lovely because there was about 10, 15 people all gathered around.
Yeah, I
all
remember.
listening. And in my head, I'm thinking, only takes one dickhead right now
Yeah.
to ruin this moment, because everyone was like proper like chill and like, this is amazing because Avalon is a bit Avalon City is murdery as hell. And there's you just chilling up on this wall, singing away, just not a care in the world. And I'm thinking, there's a dickhead coming. There's definitely some guy with a sporter, 3 rounds, and that's it. We're going to ruin our fun. Have you ever had any? Yeah. When was the moment? When was the last time that happened?
It does. It's not happened for a while actually. Most of the time, people are quite amazed, you know, and they'll stand and they'll do the clapping, you know, or they'll be dancing, you know. Most of the time, it's like because it's a bit of a novelty. But remember one time, you know, in Livonia, you know, this sort of police checkpoint just north of Colin Brodie, where you can spawn in the hill. You go down, you go and get a vest and stuff. And I sat on top of a car there, and I was playing Time After Time. You know, Cyndi Lauper, Time After Time. And this guy just sat there. He was just sitting there like watching. And then at the end, he F11'd with a sickle.
What?
Right
Wow.
in front of him.
Was
Was
he having
a
it?
beautiful, tender moment, and then he just murdered himself
He
right
says,
in his face.
it must have been all right. There's no point living after this. Like,
It's peaked. That's it. DayZ's done for him. It's like,
yeah. But it is. But it's a
uninstalled.
It's a cool thing. It's a cool thing.
You've had somebody stand there and listen for a while and then shoot and kill you,
Yep,
which
yep,
is
had that.
so
Had that.
disrespectful.
Yep, had that.
I mean,
But the best time when you do it is when there's loads of zombies and you end up with like a big crowd of zombies all shimmying, screaming and shimmying in front of you. Yeah, yeah, it's all good.
Zombies are great crowds.
What generally inspires you to break out the guitar then?
Quite often, if someone reads the channel, we'll get the guitar out.
Okay, yeah.
Quite often, and sometimes people will sometimes the moment will just yeah. But whenever Sunnie comes in, we always used to sing "Ain't No Sunshine," and then there's a special sort of SunnieLemonDrop version of it. And I started doing the multi-streaming on YouTube, and for a very short period of time. And then one time I sang "Ain't No Sunshine" when SunnieLemonDrop's gone, and I got a really nasty email from YouTube with like Bill Withers' lawyer and all that, saying that like the publishing company and all that. And so that was I stopped the multi-streaming thing after that. But then every time Sunnie was coming in, we were singing "Ain't No Sunshine," and I thought we've got to sort of mix this up a wee bit. So now, when we get the guitar out, when Sunnie comes in, I just sing everything that she's typed into the chat.
Which is pretty raunchy most of the
time. Wild.
We've written some amazing stuff. Big Huggies is my favourite.
The whole thing is big titty huggies. Thank you.
Big titty pressing huggies.
Sunnie, why the name Lemon Drop? That's SunnieLemonDrop. Where'd you get that from?
It's a drink. She's as much of an alky as I am.
It is a drink. It's a drink. It's a lemon drop drink, and I used to have them with sugar on the rim and not salt.
Yeah.
Some people do salt. I do
Sugar's
sugar.
the way.
And I was playing a game at the time called Second Life, and my name in the game was Sunshine Nicole. So I just decided to change it one day. I was just had some lemon drops with some friends the night before and got wasted, and I just woke up and changed my in-game name to SunnieLemonDrop, and that's what I've been ever since.
Okay, all right.
What's your in-game? What do you have as your in-game name in DayZ, Sunnie? What's your name on the server?
Most of the time, SunnieLemonDrop.
Is it?
No.
Got you.
Most of the time, it's SunnieLemonDrop. Every once in a while, I'll change it up. Most of the time, though, it's SunnieLemonDrop.
Right.
Same question to you, MistaHanMan. What's behind the name?
The MistaHanMan name. That was it's from Enter the Dragon. You know the Bruce Lee film.
I love that movie. Yeah, it's great.
Yeah, there's a bit in it where one of the guys, he says like Mr. Han is the sort of baddie, and he says, "Mr. Han, I'd like to leave your island." He says, "I'm afraid that is not possible." And then he goes, "Bullshit, Mr. Han, man." So that was so like when I was going to be starting to stream, I was watching a lot of the Running Man. You know how the Running Man has the thing, it goes, "It's time to start running" when someone follows, and I was thinking, that bullshit, Mr. Han, that would be perfect for that, you know. And then I thought Mr. Hanman's a pretty cool name. So Mr. Hanman had already been taken, so that's why it's Mr. But I think it's actually better like that. I'm actually quite happy how that's worked out.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's where it came from.
I'm in the bullshit Mr. Handman cult. If you want to join me, just hit me up.
Bullshit, Mr. Handman. Sunnie did all my sound alerts for when people follow and stuff.
Okay, it's nice, handy.
Yeah.
Lord, I think I know the answer for this one. I'm pretty sure I know the answer. But real life zombie apocalypse. Which one of you is most prepared?
Oh, Sunnie by a mile. Sunnie by a mile.
How?
Sunnie by a mile.
I know what man I'm running to go get.
Sunnie's super organized.
I need a man or three.
A man or three. Sunnie, I picked you because you live in the South, so we have lots of guns and stuff. So it's kind of.
I have some places in mind to go where I can hold up this back in the hollers.
Yeah, yeah.
I know where I would go.
And everybody's got a gun down here.
I know where I would go if there was a zombie apocalypse. Waterstones in Lewisham Shopping Centre. No one would ever go in there in the apocalypse. Waterstones is a bookshop. Waterstones is a bookshop. It's a bookshop in Lewisham, so that's where I would go. I think that'd be the safest place you could be.
There's gonna be no food in a damn bookshop besides maybe some tofu or something.
Yeah, but you'd be
You
safe.
might have a voucher for it though. Everyone seems to have a Waterstones voucher
yeah.
somewhere tucked away. So, so both of you, why DayZ over anything else?
It's the best computer game ever made.
Good answer.
By some distance. By some distance. It's unique. It's unique. Nothing else. There's no other game that does what DayZ does. You know? There's no other game that does it. Like see with DayZ, you can play it any way you want to do it. Do you remember there used to be a lady who used to do nothing but fish?
Yes.
Remember that? Remember
Yeah,
who was
Jill.
she again? Jill.
Jill.
Yeah. Is Jill still playing DayZ? Not had that name for a long time. But remember, all she used to do would be to fish and to help people and all that. Do you remember?
Oh,
You
she
could do that.
left us so many
Do
foods.
you
when
remember
we played
Jill?
on
Yeah.
it.
And then
Jill's great.
you could go on and just go on like, absolute KOS killing spree if you wanted to. You could go on and just race cars. There's a million things you can do, you know.
There is definitely a corner of DayZ for pretty much anything that you want to do, isn't there? Which is nice.
And a server for it too.
Like you see, it's true. There's the options are quite often quite limitless. It's I see some reels and TikToks and stuff like that of people playing DayZ in a way that I'm like, that doesn't even look like DayZ, but they are having an absolute blast doing it. There's a little corner of DayZ for everyone, it appears.
Yeah, it's your story. So anybody wherever they want to take it, they can take it.
It's your story. That's what they say, isn't it? That's what they say.
Being
It's your story,
a very social person, I think the interaction in this game is more intense, more everything than any other game that I've played.
Right.
Sunnie, so who inspired you to press the go live button?
It was my friend bad me more than anybody, and another friend that I was playing Xbox with at the time. I lost my dad, who was my world, and I was struggling pretty hard with that, and that's about the time that I found the vision too, and that's how it happened. He said, do it one day. And I said, okay, I'm going to do it. And I went live on Mixer.
When you finished your first go live, how did it feel then to go press live again? Did you think you had to make changes? What was your thought process after you'd finished your first go live?
For me, I just thought, oh my God, I got so much work to do. I got so much to learn. I just went in blindly, not knowing anything or how to barely turn on the computer. So, oh my God, there's just so much to learn, and I'm into learning. I like nerds. So I got to learning and talking to nerds.
It's incredible, though, isn't it? There's, whether you're a content creator, a streamer, a modder, a server owner, a lot of these people go into it from scratch, and the learning curve and the learning process is quite incredible. The journey that people take from knowing very little about what they're, what's included, to hosting events, to making mods, to running a server. But
it
did
has
you ever
negatives
envisage
to learning all of that, because now every damn member of my damn family thinks I'm tech support for the whole flipping family.
How does your family feel about you as being a streamer? What are their thoughts behind it?
They don't talk about it a whole bunch. My boys just kind of side-eyed me every once in a while, but they all are very supportive and are kind. And I think one of my sons even subs to the channel.
Okay.
He sends me some little things every once in a while. He brings me 3D printed critters all the time too. They're both very much into magic. I raise nerds.
Okay, that's okay. That's okay. Are they interested in playing DayZ?
No. Well, my oldest one, he's played with me a couple times, but he didn't really care for it. The youngest one, he won't even do it. Nope, it's not his thing.
Mm-hmm.
He'd rather go play Magic or D&D.
What, Magic the Gathering?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
Mr. Hammond, who inspired you?
The
Who
stream?
got you into streaming? Yeah. Or content creation, whatever.
Well, the reason that I started to stream was because before the pandemic hit, I was playing, you know Brittany ferries? It's like the ferry that goes from like England to Spain, England to France, like ferry boat, like a cruise ferry ship.
Mm-hmm.
I play on those boats, and I was doing like a week on the boats of every month, and I was busking a lot at the South Bank in London, and I was doing like pub gigs and stuff. And then when the pandemic hit, that was it. Bang, the busking was all stopped. I had a year's worth of bookings that all just got cancelled.
Oh.
And then when the busking first started back up again, I would go down to the South Bank, and at the time people were scared to use coins because they thought that was passing stuff on, and people were scared to come near you. I've got a little card machine that people tap, and it's a lot more socially acceptable now than it was then. But I was going out busking and I wasn't even making my train fare. It was that bad. So then I'm thinking, what can I do? The busking's kind of screwed, and I didn't want to get a proper job. So I thought, what else can I do that's a bit like busking? And then the first job I did back on the boats I was on a boat going back and forward to France for 4 weeks. And it was all like you had to wear masks all the time, apart from when you were singing, and when you were eating. But it was all masks all over the boat. It was a really oppressive situation that we were in. It was really, really strange. But I thought, well, I'm going to get a big payday at the end of this job. And then I thought, well, why don't I build a PC? Because towards the end of the lockdown, I was watching, when I'd get into DayZ. And because with DayZ, there's no instructions, you then sort of gravitate to YouTube videos and Twitch streams, discovering Twitch streams and stuff. So I was watching a lot of the Running Man, watching a lot of Smoke, Gecko Fish, and I thought, I can maybe bring something to the table, because they didn't have a camera, None of them had cameras. I thought that to be a streamer you had to have a camera and all that kind of thing. I thought that was the done thing. But then and obviously like the Running Man and that, they're not. I also thought it was streaming was all like sort of teenagers playing Fortnite and stuff. That was my only, like my friend's son used to stream Fortnite when he was like 15, and I didn't realise there was this whole other side of it. So then when I discovered that could be done, and I thought, oh, that's something that I could get into. And so I did that 4-week job, and then I spent all the downtime on that trip working out what I would need, doing all my research, working out what I would need to build the PC. And so that when I got back off the boat and I'd ordered all that stuff, and the stuff all got delivered over 2 days, it was such an exciting time, building the PC. And the first time it worked was mind blowing. Then the first time seeing DayZ on a monitor on the PC, mind blowing. The first map I went onto was Livonia, and just seeing the grass waving about in such high def, I can remember it. It's so exciting. So then I was going to be doing another boat job in 2 weeks' time. So I had 2 weeks just playing DayZ on the PC and just getting used to the controls and stuff. Went and did that next boat job, and then when I came back, that was it. I started pressed the button. I didn't know anybody. So and then over time, obviously, you build up this amazing group of friends, and you make real friends as well. Like actual, real, proper friends that you make doing it, which was a big surprise. And
very much so.
Yeah, and and it's brilliant.
I never thought I'd be sitting here all these years ago with you.
Yeah, don't know what I would do without it. Have to speak to people in the real world. That's what I have to do.
Good shit.
So,
Mr. Hammond, how do you do the? Okay, let's say you have a gig later on tonight, right after you're streaming all day. What is that process like?
Well, when I'm gigging,
you day stream and then you move on to gigging at night. I mean, is this just an easy transition, or is this a whole.
Kind of. I mean,
whole,
the way that this sort of situation has worked out over time is I'll be streaming Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday from 11, half 11 in the morning, something like that, till about 6, 7 o'clock at night. And that's Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. Sometimes I'll have a gig, which means that I would, if I've got a paid gig, I've got to go and do that, you know. But then Wednesdays and Saturdays, I'm busking in the mainline stations in London, like Waterloo and King's Cross and stuff. And then on Sundays, I'm either playing at like sort of, you know, like artisan craft markets and farmers markets, that kind of thing. And then pub gigs in the evening, you know. So yeah, I've kind of worked at this sort of system, but the busking's taken a real hit recently, you know, just because of the way things are in the world. Everybody's skint, everybody's watching the money, you know. So putting the pound in the buskers case is kind of far down the list of priorities for people, you know. But I get enough paid gigs that I can be all right, you know.
What's the desire about the what's the draw into the busking?
Well, it was
rather than just paid gigs.
Oh, I would do only paid gigs if I could. The busking is a kind of necessity. Yeah, it's a necessity. The paid gigs pay a lot better than the busking. But I'm going to be training as a plumber in November. My streaming situation is going to be changing. I'm going to be streaming in the evenings, not every night, but certainly maybe.
I'll be training him on how to make his ass crack hang out.
Yeah, that's it. I'll have my plumber's ass crack, the hairy ass crack, and what about the? Shall I tell him the story about the ass crack, Sunnie?
Oh God, yes, please.
I think you can't not tell us now.
Going into
I
going
love
into
the ass
legend.
crack story.
I played, right? I was busking one day at Paddington Station, right? Now, see, Paddington Station in London, for anyone that doesn't know, you've got the main station, then you've got where the underground lines are, and there's like a sort of walkway thing that takes you to there. So my busking spot was there. And it was the day that Man United and Newcastle were playing the FA Cup final at Wembley, right? So there was millions of football fans. But I didn't make a penny. I hardly made a penny, like. They just
Rowdy
kept walking
boys.
past. Yeah, and I was like, this is crap, like. So then at the end when I was packing up, I was crouched in over the case, right? And then I had this sensation behind me, right? At first I thought someone had stuck a rolled up £10 note in my ass crack. But this guy stuck his finger in my ass crack.
Holy shit.
And then ran off, like. And I was like, and he's laughing and laughing, him and his mates. I was like, you fucking wanker. Hope you get humped. And they did. They got beat. Who does that, like?
Yeah, who does that?
Who does that?
I wonder if he smelled his finger afterwards.
Yeah.
You got to, aren't you? You got to.
Who does that? That's a proper violation, that, like.
It is.
Did he give it a wiggle?
proper
Have to go
violation.
tinkle.
The indignity, though, I thought it was a tenner. If it had been a rolled up tenner, I would have been delighted.
Maybe even 5, I don't know.
Yeah. But yeah, but the plumbing, the plumbing thing is because the busking has gone right off a cliff, you know, and it's. But I'm going to be doing this like plumbing training thing, and then it's going to be. The plumbing's going to take over from the busking, you know. I'll still do all the really nice gigs and the good gigs, but I'll be streaming maybe 3 times a week, something like that. You know, so it'll be like maybe a couple of evenings during the week and then at the weekend. But I'll be working it all out because there's no way I would want to stop the streaming. You know, I couldn't.
Yeah.
You know. I wouldn't want to live without that, and I'd miss all my pals. You know,
I'd go into deep depression if you did.
Right.
you know that, but that's not going to happen. But this is so that I'm going to be able to carry on doing these things because I need to do something. You know.
Yeah. Well, I mean, so if anybody's listening, you have plumbing issues, Mr. Handman's your guy.
That's it,
Just,
exactly. And if anyone sees me at busking, put a pound in the case and don't stick your finger in my arse crack.
Don't stick the finger
That's
in the
the
ass crack.
recommendation.
Unless it's a tenner, then finger away.
Oh, aye, by all means, rolled up tenner. Do you know the most money anyone ever gave me busking in one go was £30, but it was in a leaflet for a homeless shelter. So I didn't know whether to laugh or cry.
30 quid,
You must
30
have been
quid.
scruffy
You
that
know,
day.
you know.
Yeah. Sonny, the time zones are a bitch, which means that I can only get into your streams every so often. But obviously, your streams are really engaging, exciting. They do give me a little bit of hot under the collar. What's your philosophy on building positive communities in chat and like the general DayZ the community that you've built?
Well, I like it a little racy, so I want to be, everybody to kind of be even with me, kind of
Mm-hmm.
racy on the line, but know where to stop,
Mm-hmm.
know where to draw the line, but still ride the hell out of it.
Oh yeah.
Like that. And my motto has always been what my daddy used to say. And he used to tell me all the time to play pretty and be sweet. So that's what I
What
like
happened to that?
everybody to
What
do.
happened to
Play
that
pretty, be
philosophy?
sweet.
What happened to that, Sunnie?
Video games, pixels don't matter, Han. What are you talking about? I am sweet most of the time.
There's no one
Yes.
sweeter, Sunnie.
So can you both tell us a time? What's your most chaotic moment in DayZ?
Oh,
It can be
but I
together,
know
or it can
instantly.
be yeah.
It was we were
Yeah.
together.
With
I
Han
don't
when
remember.
he was running over everybody at the damn Christmas party
There
that we were
was
supposed
that.
to be having.
There was that, but no, I'm thinking we did an event one time, and it was we came up with this idea of small PvP because like
Oh,
in the
Jesus. It
you
was a
can make
great
the
idea.
you can make the you can make the zombies bigger, you can make the zombies small. We worked out that you could make the players small, so the players were what was it like half the size,
I
Sunny?
found that.
Was it half the size?
I
Something
was
like that?
either 0.5 or 0.4. I don't remember.
Yeah, but it was amazing. It was like Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, So like running through the grass, and it was a really really cool concept. And we had tested it out, and everything was brilliant. And
I
it was
tested
on
it
the
except
mouse.
for
It
one
was on the
thing.
well, it was meant to be summer on the mouse, but I obviously installed the mod incorrectly because it was cold in the mouse. But because when we were testing it, we didn't realise that when there was lots of players there, then there was going to be lots of zombies, and half the players got
There was
killed
only
within the
3
first
of
20
us that was
minutes.
testing it at the time.
Yeah, and half the players get killed within the first 20 minutes, and that just totally screwed up the
And guess who were in half the
zones and all
players
that.
in the first 20 minutes that died? Me and
Well, us,
Han.
we died within 5 minutes. We died within 5
Because
minutes.
Han is a terrible tactical person. He said, "Hey, we just spawned in. Let's run to refugee, Sunny." I'm like, "Okay, what?" And then I'm like, "Do you know all those zombies there?" And 2.5 seconds later, we did.
But half the players in the event got killed, within
The
20
zombies were
minutes.
horrible.
It was an absolute disaster.
And we didn't even have the slow zombies on that day either.
I know, but we've learned so much, But that was pretty chaotic.
I've taken part in lots of your events, and they're always really cool, well thought out, lots of kind of new ideas. But what is your thought process? What's your thought process from scratch? What's your process? What's your motivation behind doing events?
Well, the original reason that we started to do the events was because we had friends that would have servers, and you know how it is. It's very difficult to get someone on a server. It's very difficult to get someone on a server. You can have the best server in the world, the best ideas, but it needs to. For a server to really take off, you really need to get one of the really big streamers to go on it to drive people to it. So, like, we had, there's one person in particular I'm thinking about, our friend Gamer Woody. And Woody and his friend Harry, they spent a lot of time putting they'd actually worked out, I think they had something like 5 servers, and you could teleport between them all, right? Which was really, really cool.
Some years ago.
Yeah. This is about 5 years ago. But and like we would go on, and we would try and have like open server days and stuff, but very difficult to get people to go on. So it was as a means to help them. So the first few events we did, the first one was on Gamer Woody's server, and then the next one was on Misfit's server. Remember, Misfit server we did, and then we were getting so many good ideas that we thought we could
Not
get
Misfit
our own
Mommy.
server. Yeah,
Misfit.
Misfit. Yeah, not Misfit when we did Misfit, different person, Misfit. And then we thought, well, if we got our own server, we could do stuff too, And then we used to do an event every month, and we did the boxing night, and
Boxing
we
was
had the
amazing night.
The boxing was hilarious.
He's dead.
Yeah.
He's dead.
And then then over time, it just gets it took up so much time. You know, it takes up a lot of time. And the thing that takes up the most time is constantly being in touch with people to make sure they're going to be there. You know, and then our good friends Hitty in Brazil, who you know, because we were doing it every 2 months, they said, "How about we do an event every 2 months? You know, the months in between." So there was an event every month. So that's how, and we would sort of like liaise with our friends of ours, you know. So, so
we
there was
their
like that,
events, they and our events.
Yep, and then it was just taking up. It was still taking up loads of time, and
the horse racing was awesome.
When they first brought out the
Except for Han over here shamelessly killed me and made me look like a fool in front of God and everybody.
That was I did the starting pistol for one of the races, and the starting pistol was shooting Sunnie in the head.
Oh no!
Rude. That was not planned.
Brilliant.
Surprise.
But we will get another event organised. But the reason that we've not done any, we hadn't done any for a while, and then we had so many people saying, "Can you do another Christmas event, treasure hunt?" And so we did that at Christmas, and we get DDoSed. We get DDoSed, and at the time, that was originally we were on the Nitrado servers, and it was a really cumbersome way to do it. And then someone was like, "You've got to be on GTX," so we got GTX server. I
told you to get there.
Yeah, which was a lot easier, and then so we thought we were kind of.
But they still don't provide enough protection.
Yeah. Well, we thought we'd be impervious to the DDoS and thing, because you know Ariana, she gets such a hard time with the events every time. I don't know if it's the case now. I think she's maybe got the server hosted it. So it was Rampage Granny that says to me, "You need to be on Kwanzaa." Apparently, Kwanzaa's got the best anti-DDoS software. So we will do another event soon, and but we'll be doing it with Kwanzaa this time, because
we don't want to have to deal with the DDoS thing.
It was horrible. Like, it was horrible.
All
just
that
takes one
work,
arsehole.
and we got what 20-30 minutes of the event.
Yeah.
Servers. I didn't realize that PC servers were so expensive to get. So running an event.
It costs money. It costs money to put the events on, you know.
But like, but getting one that's like really secure, that actually will do what you wanted to do, where nobody can get in there and whatnot. I mean, that's cost a pretty penny. I mean,
we would spend about. I think
it
probably cost us about to do an event on a server. That the server would cost about 40 quid. By the time you add on the extra, like the memory and all that stuff, and you know, to make it as good as possible, because we did an event one time.
You're going to have more layers of security though, because those sites that we've been using, they don't give you enough security.
Yeah, but Rampage Granny said the Kwanzaa thing is brilliant. It's brilliant, and I know that all the Zero.
I've heard
Zero
even that one has limitations on what. But
remember there was a period when the Zero servers were off for a week, because they were getting DDoS and stuff, and then they've come back, and it's Kwanzaa that they're with now, apparently.
Ariana,
but we will get
still has issues.
It's but all it takes is one arsehole. You know.
I've heard that that like the most secure, like the best server to get to host a server is like $250.
Right, we didn't pay anything more. Like we didn't pay anything like that. It was about 40. I'd say it's probably about 40 quid. It never used to be.
Yeah,
it used to be about 25 pounds. When we first started doing them, when the server would never be that. Maybe for a long time we maybe had about 30, 40 people in the events, but then it got to the point where the events would be totally rammed, and it would be like 70 people. And then we needed to start up in the memory and all that stuff, because it was just getting really laggy, you know. But we will get another event organised soon, because we have such a laugh, you know. Yeah, Sunnie and I are usually a team. It's usually our good friend Wheelbase that does the shoutcast.
We swap back and forth though. Sometimes we host, and then sometimes we let our friends host.
Yeah, towards the end it was Wheelbase and Mikey Larkin that would be doing the sort of shoutcast admin and thing, because that's Sunnie and I's chance to actually hang out, and I'll get the red wine, Sunnie will be on the mimosas, and we'll just end up drowning in the sea on the motorbike.
We don't get to hang out that often, so we grab a hold of it when we can.
Yeah.
But no, Amy spoke highly of both of you guys. Like, she said that
Oh,
you guys
right
are the
back
most
at her.
amazing
We'll,
people.
we love
Oh,
it.
we
We
love
love it,
her.
Amy. Hitty.
She's
We
learned
love her.
she's learned so much from you guys. Is what
She
she told me.
saved my life for that Holly Rex event. My God, I was a
Yeah, she's a diamond.
wreck.
And Brazil as well.
But genuinely, the
Did you
player
know?
base
Do
is
you
so
know
lucky
Hitty?
to have people like you putting on events because without people doing these things with good DayZ just seems to trade off goodwill, and without people like yourselves and Amy putting on
Well,
events,
see all the modders, all the map makers, and all that stuff. It's all done for love. It's not done
Yeah.
as a money making exercise. You
Mhm.
see, when you think about a guy like John McClane. Think how many thousands and thousands and thousands of hours he spent making derail.
They
And
said
the rest.
it took him 6 years to make Vanoff.
Yeah.
6 years.
Yeah.
Just
I
think
love
about
Banov. I
that.
wish Banov just was. I wish
I love
Banov
it
didn't
too.
suffer from the big map syndrome. Banov's just too big. It's just
Banoff
too big.
is great.
Do you know the story behind Essica? You know why Essica's such a cool size map? Essica is actually only a quarter of the size it was meant to be. You were saying you don't really know Essica that well. See the next time you're in Essica, open up the map, the in-game map, and you'll see it's only a quarter of the map.
Yeah.
But
So like on I Survive, it's the same way. So you pull up I Survive, and it's like only the small little corner is what it is, but the map's meant to be a lot bigger. Yeah.
Yeah. Apparently the guys that were doing it just says, "Oh, we've had enough,"
Yeah, but they're back, right?
I don't know. I didn't know about that.
Yeah, the main guy who's part of the team
Right.
to do Esker, maybe like 6 months ago, like posted something about how sorry he was for abandoning the map, and he's back to
Oh, but
making
I didn't
it
know
again.
this. Amazing, amazing.
Banging.
But I think the fact that Essica is that small size has kind of worked totally in its favour. But Banov, it's kind of worked the opposite way because Banov's too big. It's too big. It needs to be the server needs to be really busy for it to be a proper viable.
Well, that's
thing.
Nasdara, right? Nasdara is going to be giant. It's going to be 50% more than what Chernarus is. So how's that gonna affect it? I mean,
Very good question. Very good question. Big map syndrome.
They have motorbikes now, which are supposed to be very fast. There's a way to get around tunnels.
The tunnel thing looks really cool. I saw Wobo's video with the underground tunnel stuff. That looks amazing. Did you see that, Sunnie?
What's that?
Did you see Wobo's video about the Nasdara Badlands stuff with the underground tunnels?
No, I have not watched that one yet.
Every town's got like a sort of tunnel network underneath it.
I can't wait for that. I got to go look at that.
Cool. It looks
Yep,
really
you need
Please don't
12 rope
disappoint me,
and
DayZ.
a bunch of sticks, 50 sticks and 12 rope to get underground.
Yeah.
Wow.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Brilliant. What could possibly go wrong?
Good
How
luck
many
getting
sticks?
12 rope. 50 sticks and 50 short sticks and 12 rope.
There you go.
Holy crap.
Easy. Easy
It's a
peasy.
lot, actually.
Are we going to be able to craft rope now?
You can craft rope.
Yeah, 12
12
rags.
rags, Sunnie. 12
Yeah.
rags. Did
I
you
mean,
not?
a lot
tell-
easier than that, duh.
Well,
Heck, with some plant fibers.
Maybe.
that's not a bad
maybe.
idea.
No,
That's
it's
not
a
a
good
bad
idea.
idea.
So say you're both playing in game, and someone says friendly in voice chat. What is your first reaction?
No, they're not.
Mm-mm.
They're not. Don't trust. You can't trust anybody.
Liars, all liars.
The worst
No,
one
I'm-
is when someone attacks you, right? When someone attacks you, and then they realise that you're actually getting the better of them, and then they say, "Oh, I'm friendly. I'm friendly."
I was just
You
kidding.
attack me,
No.
mate. You
I
attack
love
me.
that. That
Oh.
makes the kill even sweeter.
So annoying.
Oh, listen, there's no better feeling than killing someone that has attacked you. There's
Mhm.
no better feeling.
Heck yeah.
What is your favourite maps? Do you have one?
Livonia is my favourite traditionally,
The mouse.
which I know it's an untrendy thing to say, but I've hardly been on Livonia recently. It's been a lot of Chernarus recently. Avalon, I really love. PNW. All the maps have got their thing. We've been on Namal's quite a lot, which was never a real go-to map. But there's a brilliant server called GG Namalsk. It's an AI server. So for the last few hours of a day,
That I introduced him to
great.
and made him go pay because he wouldn't go play.
well, it was Sunnie that recommended that server. Sunnie was always on Namalsk. That was your place, wasn't it, Sunnie?
I love the mouse. Now Banoff Banoff is banging right up there with it. Since because Gigi they had Gigi Manaus, then they had
Yeah,
a
I missed
Banoff
that.
server. Oh my gosh, I miss Gigi Banoff
Yeah,
so
yeah,
much.
Gigi Banov was brilliant because it didn't, because of the big map syndrome. It didn't really matter because you'd get the AI bots and stuff, and the AI bots they didn't mess about on there, you know.
What is it
Keep it
about the
busy.
mask that keeps jogging you back, Sunnie?
The struggle. I'm a survivor at heart, so I like the struggle. The harder, the better. I like the harder servers. One of my favorite servers that I fell in love with was From Hell They Came. If y'all ever played that, that was tough.
You ever play that
Uh,
server?
oof.
No.
No.
Did you ever play it? It was the DayZ equivalent of putting your ball sack in a drawer and repeatedly slamming it. That's what it was like. That's what
And
it was like.
I loved it. I was so addicted
Balls.
to it.
Let
The
me get this straight.
harder, the better. That's what I wanted.
Let me get this straight. You take your ball sack out and you put it in a drawer
You,
and then
you,
you
put, you
slam
open
it
a
Slam
drawer,
that
repeatedly.
door.
open a drawer, hang your ball sack in it, and repeatedly slam the drawer. That's what it was. The DayZ equivalent of that.
I've done some weird shit. I ain't doing that.
Yeah, that's what it was like. I would expect. I would expect. That's what it was like.
Okay, that's a vivid description, ladies. I know you probably don't understand what that feels like. Maybe it's like somebody with a hammer hammering at your ovaries. Maybe that's what the equivalent would be. I don't know.
Well, you've seen.
Maybe.
Have you seen
Let's
the
move on.
Nutty Professor? Have you seen the Nutty Professor? Where it's
Yeah.
he's his gran and he's saying. She says, the other day I went to the refrigerator and I felt a sharp pain down my back and I looked down and realised I was standing on my own titty.
Yeah.
Standing on your own titty.
That's what my sister does to get at me. She slaps me in the titty, damn her. So we have a
Look,
titty slapping war sometimes.
titty
It
slapping
hurts.
contest.
There you go.
It
It's
hurts.
fun.
I think we've peaked. I think we've peaked. I think at titty slapping contest. I think that's it. I think we're done.
But that From Hell They Came, that was like, you know, you get a server and it's as if they've just thought, how can we make this as brutal as possible? You know, like it had that mod where you couldn't find loot, you had to actually search all the furniture. And
Oh, yeah.
if you killed a zombie, you had to search the zombie and it would make your hands all
Yeah.
bloody. And it was
Yeah,
every
you could
single,
get disease
every
by
difficult
doing it.
mod. Every single
so tough.
difficult mod they could
Hey,
think
sister.
of, you know.
You'd have to be a damn pharmacist to know what all the medicines and the
Exactly,
medical
yeah.
part
No,
of
it didn't really
Yeah.
have a whole lot of the medicine stuff on there. It did not. But if you died, you turned into a zombie, and your zombie body would kill you if you came back to your body.
Oh shit, that's crazy. That's crazy.
You know,
Guys.
I saw an amazing mod today. Listen to this, right? We were on CPTSD, Shadows of Ghost server, and there's a mod on it. We're seeing the inventory. There was 3 little lines above each section of the inventory. You know, like you've
On
got
the
your
right-hand
backpack,
corner
your
next to
pants,
the
and blah blah.
X.
Yep, and you press that button, and it automatically organised the inventory in that item. It was so
And
cool.
each piece
Wow.
of item has it so you can click on it and auto
was
sort
so
everything
cool.
in that item.
Hmm.
It
That's wild.
sorts it and
It was brilliant.
stacks it. It's
It was
amazing.
the best mod. It was brilliant.
Given chance,
Yeah.
who would you both most like to stream with next? Or go on and run with? It's entirely
You guys, we should have a run with you guys, the 4 of us.
That would be amazing.
Yeah.
I've been looking
let's do it.
forward to a run with Robin over there
Oh wow, really?
Mm,
and Miss
I don't-
Jekyll. They both
I
owe
don't
me
trust-
a run.
I don't trust that Robin guy.
Never take Pashka from Robin.
Mm-mm. It'll give me flashbacks of that 10-year-old little boy murdering me.
He's been killed by a little kid too.
Yeah, remember that Peggy 18. When I run into a wee squeaky player, I always say Peggy 18, Peggy 18.
I was in an event with Robin one time, and Gunnar was there as well. And I decided, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and take the fall. I'm gonna be the guy that you guys kill real quick, right? So I can go back into the spawn and do whatever we need to do. He murdered me brutally. It wasn't just like a clean, like nice murder. Like he had to like make it like a bad experience. Like he like they were telling me that he was abusing my body while I was dead.
Oh,
Awful,
wow.
awful.
So I don't know. I don't know what to say about
Clam
that.
slam?
Sunnie kills Sunnie kills me on purpose. See, anytime I've killed Sunnie in game, it's been by accident.
It's true.
And anytime Sunnie's killed me, she's meant
That's
it.
because he's usually
She's
done
actually meant
something
it.
to piss me right off.
What do you
One
think of the
time I
DayZ
wa- you know-
community tonight? By the way, right now in today's DayZ world, what do you think of the community? As in, has it gotten worse? Has it gotten better? Because I've heard a lot of things about people talk about like Namalsk these days. Namalsk is different than the Namalsk it was 5 years ago. The play styles have changed, and players, the new players roll in, and it's a different type of thing. So, has the community gotten better? Have they gotten worse? Is it healthy?
To me, it feels like less interaction.
It's like less people talk these days, don't they?
It does feel that way. That's why, that might be why I've recently been struggling with, I feel like I've lost a little bit of something with DayZ. Actually, this week is the most I've played DayZ in a month. Because I feel like I've lost a little bit of something for it. And that may be what it is I'm just not getting the same amount of interactions that was getting before.
What servers are you guys? I mean, are you guys? Because there's servers like
Hey
Doug
Barnby,
and Hey Barnby.
Yeah, that's all. That's there's a lot of interaction, but it can. I thought the Hey Barnby server are brilliant, and that with the interactions and stuff. But it was a bit weird. I was up at. It was a bit strange. I was up by Green Mountain Military, and then this girl appeared, geared out of her mind, and just said hello. And I thought, this feels a bit weird, Whereas the servers that I'm usually on, you'd be dead, or if you'd see them. But there's
Well, that was good.
It's the organic RP thing, Everybody wants to get an interaction first before they decide if they're going to kill you or they're not going to kill you.
Yeah, it just felt really strange. But that maybe just because it was just so weird. It just felt a bit weird. But the servers that I'm on most of the time, it's like mostly like the Zero servers. That's kind of the go-to.
And they're supposed to be, those Zero servers are typically pretty good with interaction and
a good variety. Quite recently, I've been going on the Camera Crew servers as well, which can be
sweaty.
Can be that can be quite brutal, but at the same time you can still. I mean, and do see, in terms of the interactions, I think a lot of it is down to yourself. If you actually made the effort to talk first, then it would probably be the case that more people you'd get more interactions than you think, But I think we've all been KOS so many times that your instant reaction is to be super careful and super cagey. I mean, but in terms of there is a sort of unwritten sort of rule. Well, it's not an unwritten rule, but there's a kind of sort of an understanding on the community servers where if you're fresh and someone else is fresh, then you'll say hello rather than attack. Obviously, sometimes you'll spawn in and someone will just start trying to punch you straight away. But when you start getting shotguns and that kind of thing, then the situation starts to change and you're a bit more cagey. But I think certainly in the community servers, I suppose they're official as well. But if you actually make the effort to speak, I think maybe you get more interactions than you think.
Well, I don't know about that.
Well,
But
that's just
then
my opinion.
I am female, so I get two very reactions. It's either instant hate or
The girls get a right
either,
hard time. The girls get a
they
much
do.
harder time than the guys.
Sunnie, if you're telling a female player or somebody's thinking about streaming today, what advice would you give them?
think about it outside of yourself and ask your friends. They're not friends, I'm sorry, your family, your immediate family, especially if you're streaming and going to put yourself on camera. to really think about the pros and cons of it before you do that, especially if there's children involved, which I have children. And so that's why I just keep to myself because of them. I'm very protective mama bear. I don't want anybody to touch them or be near them unless I have given you permission to.
As you should.
So yeah, I think don't rely on anybody to do it for you, to set up your stuff for you. Do your research, look at YouTube videos. If you can watch a YouTube video, you could probably do it. I've worked my way through a whole lot of things just watching a YouTube video through Xbox modding, which is hard as F. It's hard as hell. And if I can walk myself through it on a YouTube video, so can you. Don't think that you don't have the skills to. You will have them once you have learned it.
Amen.
When we
And
do the events,
for
it's,
help.
it's Sunny that does all the. Sunny sets up all the start areas and the finish areas and that.
I love to build. There's two things about DayZ. I hate DayZ base building. Absolutely hate it. I think their building system sucks a whole lot of dick. Unless you're on like you know, like a modded server or something that's got cool mods on it. But I'm like base DayZ. But I love going into the editor and playing with all the assets and moving them around and making weird things. And I just love doing all that. But the base building in DayZ sucks.
Yeah, it does. Agreed. Both of you, if you had a loading screen tip that would be about you, what would it say?
Interesting.
A tip that you can give to DayZ to put there in the loading screen that comes from MistaHanMan and SunnieLemonDrop.
Oh my God.
Get the guitar out.
No, the best one is your tip about the breathe, the whole breath hand.
Oh yeah,
because it's the best thing I
that's
ever
the
did
best
too.
tip ever. That's a 200 IQ tip. Have you heard that? Have you heard this tip before?
No, I have, but I thought about it recently and I was like, God damn, I need to write that down. I need to get him to send it to me.
I can't remember how I found this out. I can't remember. I must have seen a video or someone said to do it. But if you bind your hold breath key to your sprint key, it's a game changer. So like my left shift key is sprint and hold breath, and you can do things as quick as a flash. I wish I could remember where I learnt that, you know, but that's an amazing genius tip. That
Best thing I ever did.
Explain the mechanic a little bit.
Right, you know, the default on a keyboard is left shift, which you use your pinky to sprint, and then left control below it is your hold breath key. But if you rebind the keys so that your hold breath key is shift and your so how would it be? So that the control key for me now changes the like third person, first, you know, like aim down sight type thing. But all you need to do is just swap the control and the shift key around for the sprinting and hold breath, and it is an absolute game changer.
I don't like to use my pinky because it hurts when I hold my shift key down. So mine is on my mouse button. So I have sprint and hold breath on the same mouse button.
Interesting. I didn't know you used the button for that.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Best thing you ever did. I took your advice.
There you go. It does happen. It does happen, huh?
Every once in a blue moon.
Every once in a while.
Monumental moment.
Your face.
Yeah. There you go.
Not like when you kill me when I tell you exactly where I am and exactly the house I'm in, and then you walk in and kill me.
You were outside Colin Brody, Sunny.
There's a damn sign right there. The sign was right there. It said Colin Brody.
Do we need to leave you? Do we need to leave you alone for a couple of minutes to sort this out, and then we'll come back? I don't know.
Oh, this is the usual. This is the usual.
He's going to admit it one day.
Scaring me.
But we want to say a massive, massive thank you for coming on today. It's been really good to get to know more about kind of the processes, your journey, like what you're looking forward to, kind of the inspiration and the communities that you've both built. You know, without people like you in this community, you know, DayZ wouldn't be progressing the way that it does. New players are joining because of meeting people like you guys.
That's
and,
really
you know,
kind. Right back at you. Same as yourself. Same as yourself. We all do it because we love it, you know. We all do it because we love it.
So true.
That's the point. It's about the community and lifting each other up. And like I say this every single time we do this, there is so much help if you need it that's out there in this community, not just technically, but just with anything, with mental health, with whatever. There's people out there in our communities that care about that kind of thing, and that will definitely be an ear or give you some words of inspiration and to help you along your way. So don't be afraid, everybody. Speak out, use your words, just like in game. Don't be afraid to talk.
Ask for help.
We
100%.
always
Asking for help is the easiest way to get me to help you. I'm always ready to go.
we always like to kind of end kind of the podcast with a raid out because we want to pass on the positivity and the community. Is there anyone who's streaming right now that you would like us to drop into and say hello?
Ronnie's streaming. It's Ronnie's birthday today. Ronnie Hot Dog.
Is he? I don't think he's on anymore.
Is he not on anymore?
Oh,
No. He's gone.
any other suggestions?
I don't know.
Hitty's on.
Yeah, Amy's on.
Oh, Hitty.
Amy?
Of course, Hitty.
Yeah, we can drop in on Amy, sure.
Of course, Hitty.
Sunnie,
Yes, sir.
I have a question. Wait, if I said Roll Tide, what would you say?
War Eagle, bitch.
Oh, shit. God damn it.
What the fuck?
I'm
That's
an
an
Alabama
American.
fan.
That's an American football
Gunner.
thing, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm from Alabama, and I know she is as well. So
I actually don't go for either one of them anymore.
okay.
But I
All right,
love them
well.
both. They're Alabama teams. I love them both. But War
Roll
Eagle,
Tide.
bitch.
Roll Tide.
War Eagle.
He's a wind up.
Right, before Rakan gets us all
Thank
in
you so
trouble-
much.
Yeah, thank
Thank
you
you
guys.
so much for having us. Thank you
Yes,
so much
thank
for
you,
having us. It's been an
guys. Thank
absolute
you.
joy.
I'll edit this video and I'll put it out up on YouTube in the next couple days or so, and on our channel, just to kind of spread the love to you guys as much as possible.
You're a good man.
Thank you,
And
guys.
it sounds like we need to organise a run as well, by the sounds of it.
Absolutely.
Yes,
We'd be well up
please.
for that. We'd be well
We're doing
up
it.
for that.
Oh, guys,
Yes,
Shit,
yes.
I might go live for that one. What do you think about that, Gunner? I haven't
I
streamed
like
in
it.
forever.
I like it.
100%.
Okay. All right.
It's a good plan.
Let's organise it.
Beautiful.
Yeah, let's do
Right.
it.
Take care, guys. See you in a bit.
Thanks
Guys,
again,
thank you so
guys.
much.
Cheers. See you later.
Bye, everybody.
Broadcasting straight from the zombie apocalypse.
Big dip
You're
dog.
tuned to Static
Discord quick.
Signals, a voice in the DayZ community. With your hosts, Rakan and Gunner the Runners. Survive the static, share the signal.